morning, everyone. This is Peaches. I did her about 2 months ago and we're going to do her again. Last time I did her on live. Today we're doing this video. So I'm going to start by doing her nails. I found this new Dremel attachment and I'm very curious to see if it actually is better than the other like diamond tip ones I've had. It's a much higher or lower grit, so it's takes off more than the other ones. It's okay. It's okay, sweet girl. Oh yeah, this is what I was looking for. I will leave this linked down below in the comment section. This is by far way better than any of the other, you know, Dremel attachments I've tried. Girlfriend, it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. No, no, no. We have to trim your nails. They're so long. Good girl. It's okay. Oh, I know. Short, quick strokes. It's okay, girlfriend. I know, we gotta get them shorter though so you can walk. I know. Oh yeah, this is excellent. No, no, no. Peaches, Peaches. It's okay. I know. I know, it's okay. So I want to make it very clear, I am not getting her quick. She just does not like her nails done. But this attachment, just stand up, baby girl. This attachment allows me to get a lot closer to the quick without hitting the quick. That way we're helping those quicks recede a little bit and those nails won't be so long. Definitely recommend this. You can see the grit is a lot thicker, coarser than the others. Okay, so now I am going to do her sanitary real quick. And I'm going to use a 10. This is a hair vac. It just sucks up the hair as I am clipping her. It keeps the place hygienic. I will never ever groom again without a clipper vac. It just makes things so easy to do. Okay, so now I'm gonna get her in the tub because I want to get her clean before we start clipping anything. I am going to take my little shelf and put the little shelf up here. That's not going to work. Okay, there we go. So, got that done. Just gonna move these down. We are on a pretty steep hill. We're in a driveway. Oh, my sweet girl. The one area that we're really gonna focus on is her mouth, because we're gonna cut that pretty short. So this water, there is a heating system back here. It's like a tankless water heater, and it warms up this water to 95 degrees. So this is nice and warm water. I'm just gonna get her wet. Her coat definitely needs some like stripping because it's very oily feeling. So I'm just gonna get her wet, and then you can see how dirty that water is. I'm just gonna let it fill up a little bit more. And then we're going to I'm gonna use this for my first shampoo. I know there's a lot of groomers out there that are going to disagree with me on this one, and that is fine, but on their website it specifically says that you can use it on dogs, and I find that it really does strip the oils off. And then I go in after and I will hand bathe her with some other dog shampoo. You don't need a bunch. This is a great alternative to using gallons of other shampoo because of the price. Okay, so we're gonna use our bathing system. We're gonna turn it on, and it's just gonna mix. It's just gonna mix all that together. And what this first shampoo, this first bath is going to do just wanted to make sure that you guys can actually see, is this is just going to strip all of that dirt. The oils, all of that. That's why I love this bathing system, is I can get down to that and get that clean without it injuring her. So this is a prime example, as sometimes people are concerned that this is too strong. I am putting this on here and it's not injuring her at all. It's just getting that dead skin cells off, and it's not hurting her at all. So we're just gonna work on everything, getting it really clean and saturated. It's okay. You're okay. You're gonna feel so much better after this, I promise. And I'm gonna put her head up, making sure it doesn't get in her eyes and it doesn't go down into her nose. Whoa, 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 girlfriend, you're about to fall off. And the reason I try to do the nails before the bath is it gets rid of all that nail dirt and dust and debris when we bathe her. She's got a lot of these little bitty like mole bump things that I'm trying to okay, so that's done. I am gonna do her anal glands on this one. So that way the good clean, we don't get. So I'm gonna turn this off and I'm gonna grab my cup. I am gonna open this because it is getting pretty humid. And with grooming, mobile grooming especially, you do not want a bunch of humidity because it will take the dog a lot longer to dry. It's 46% humidity in here, and this will just bring in fresh air and take that humidity out. So with my cup, I'm just going to show you how dirty that water is before. We're gonna drain, and I'm gonna rinse her just a little bit. And then I'm gonna use some deep cleaning shampoo. The other reason I love using the Dr. Bronner's is it doesn't create a lot of suds. So it's clean rinsing, and it's great for mobile grooming because you don't have a bunch of suds. So I'm gonna be using this today, this honey almond. And I'm just gonna get her all wet, saturated with water. I do not skimp on products. You know, these mobile, especially with mobile grooming, these clients pay very well. This is a paying client. This is not a free groom. And just with, I mean, just like my free grooms too, I don't skimp on products. Even with a free groom, I still give the dog what I would give the dog if it was a paying client. So I'm just gonna get in there and scrub. And a fun fact is soap, shampoo has to sit for a little bit for it to actually be effective and work. It has to be able to bind, pick up, whatever terminology you want to use, that dirt and oil and you know, debris. So if you take a dirty, oily pan and you just put some soap on it and rinse it off, it's not going to get as clean as if you let it, you know, you scrub it and then you let it sit there for a minute. It's going to work a lot better than if you just put some on there, you know, and then rinse it off. I don't remember what length I used on this coat last time, but it's okay, we'll get it figured out. So I'm gonna get down here and get some face wash. I forgot to write down what I used last time. And this face wash is just tear-free. We're obviously not going to try and get it in her face, in her eyes, but unfortunately it is going to get a little bit in her mouth just because I have to get this clean before I can cut it. Come on, girlfriend. Okay, so I'm gonna start at the back, and that way the shampoo on her head has time to work. Nope, 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 nope. Just trying to rinse without getting it in her nose. No, 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 no. Okay. Yeah, girlfriend, I tried to not get it in your nose a little bit, you know? This is conditioner. Really want to make sure to get all that conditioner out, because if you don't and it stays on there, it will make the coat look oily and greasy, like you didn't wash the coat. And so we want to make sure to get all that off. Okay. Rinse down everything. Drain for a minute. Still gonna let that drain. I know it's loud, but still gonna let it drain. These are my clean towels. Dirty towels go over there. Because if I don't leave that draining, what will happen is the little bit that's still coming off of her will collect down there, and then I'll have to do it again anyway. Okay, that's good. So I don't know if that's from her mouth, or I think it is, but I tried to scrub it, but her tongue is right there, and we're gonna shave that off anyway. That's usually the only spot I can't get like 100% clean is, I don't, you know, I scrubbed it. I just don't want to go in there and scrub, because her tongue sticks out, which means I'm actually scrubbing her tongue too, and we don't want that. So I'm just gonna dry her off the best I can with this. And I'm gonna fold this in half. A lot of this on here is staining. Most of it, I mean all of it's staining, because I now use these towels to clean my floor and stuff too. So they're clean, they're washed in detergent and bleach, but unfortunately they still stain. So I'm gonna put my ear protection on, and I'm gonna give her her ear protection. And then we're gonna start drying. So before I start, I am going to use a little bit of Shoshin, and this is just a leave-in conditioner, anti-static, detangler. It's just amazing. Everything used in today's video is linked down below. So now that that is done, I can take off my ear protection and put it back. It's a little toasty in here. Okay, so we are going to, I can't tell, I think we just trimmed around these feet, but it kind of looks like we did clean feet, but it kind of doesn't. I don't know if it's because she's just been like gnawing on them. But we're gonna get started. I'm gonna put a 30 blade on here, and then we're going to, I'm gonna start with a 5/8. So in the next month or so, I'm gonna be teaming up with the Northeast Resource Center. My dad is a board member of that nonprofit, and I'm gonna be teaming up with them. They are going to be doing a laundry day. And there's also going to be the Pet Food Pantry of Oklahoma, I believe is what it's called, is also going to be there. And so I'm gonna go and provide services, free nail trims, flea and tick collars, flea and tick yard spray, whatever, however I can help. I won't necessarily be able to give a lot of like full grooms and baths, but I will be able to do shave downs. You know, just shave downs. And so if you would like to help with that, it would be greatly appreciated. I do have a wish list down below, and the main things that I'm going to need for that event is going to be the flea and tick collars. Flea and tick collars, whoa, baby girl. Flea and tick, hang on. Flea and tick collars, dewormer, dip would be easy to do, but everything will be on there, and it will be a fantastic event. I will record as much as I can while trying to respect, you know, respect those that are there. But it'll probably be more like a vlog style. Easy, girlfriend. I have teamed up with the Northeast Resource Center for a lot. So yeah, this is the length that we're going to be using. It's the 5/8. Baby girl, I gotta have you stand up so I can get in here. Okay, girlfriend. No, girlfriend, you gotta stand up. No, you gotta stand up. Can't be laying down. Girlfriend, what are we doing? Hey. No, we gotta stand up. I gotta get in here. There you go. Good girl. It's okay, girlfriend. So if you guys did not know, I have a personal channel and it is linked down below in the description box. I have 2 rare genetic conditions. One causes low cholesterol, so I have to eat a low-fat diet. The other one, unfortunately, causes obesity, and there is thankfully a drug now, a medication that I can take, and it will replace what my body does not have. It's a deficiency of PCSK1, and we're in the process, my doctors and I are in the process of trying to get that medication pre-approved, pre-authorization I mean, because it is such a rare genetic condition that you have to get pre-approval for it. Girlfriend, what are we doing? You gotta stand up. Nope, you gotta stand up. So this really just gives me the length that I need, and then I will go back through with scissors and clean everything up. But the more you can use with the clippers, the better. You just don't like to stand, do ya? Huh. Good girl. So the reason I am doing this is it increases traction, prevents matting, because matting in between these paw pads is pretty painful. And if the dog is going outside a lot, there's a bunch of, they're getting wet a lot, it can cause bacterial or yeast infections in between those paw pads, so it helps with that also. I can't remember if I did clean feet or not. It looks like it, but I'm pretty sure I did. Because the feet are shorter. This is a 10. And the Clipper Vac really helps when doing clean feet. Another thing with the Clipper Vac is, this is actually a hair vac, not the Clipper Vac. It's a hair vac by Hanvee. But when using these, it keeps the blade cool. So it's not slowing you down where you're having to change your blades like every 5 minutes. It keeps it nice and cool. And so you're able to get the dog done faster. Hi, sweet girl. I'm in Piedmont today. I keep thinking I'm in Edmond, but I'm not. I'm in Piedmont. And the reason I'm going up a little bit higher on these is simply because they are getting so nasty, so gross. We're gonna turn. Girlfriend, I'm gonna have you stand up. Okay. So now I'm gonna very, 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 very carefully do her face. Oh, girlfriend, you gotta stand up. So you go from the ear to the corner of the eye. No, no, no. So the reason her tongue sticks out is she has no teeth. And so that's why we want this face cleaned up. That doesn't look good. Okay, turn her and make that even. Okay, so now we're gonna move on to scissoring. Okay. Use my thinning shears first. So the places you just don't want like sticking out, you don't want it to look so obvious. And I did do a wide sanitary on her due to her age. Usually I wouldn't go this wide, but I kind of just want to blend that so it's not so funky looking. And on here, I'm just going to do the same thing. Trim around the edge, blend it, and then the next thing I'm going to do is do this. Everyone grooms differently. Grooming is an art. There is not one right way or one wrong way to groom. You know, if you go to a dog show and you watch them groom their show dogs, they're going to groom completely differently. But it doesn't mean that there's one way of grooming or one way is better, because that's just not how it works. We all learn different techniques. We all learn from different people. We learn in different areas of the world or the United States. And just because I groom differently from someone down the street doesn't mean that the way that I groom or the way that they groom is wrong. It's okay to groom differently from other people. That's what makes our grooming unique. And as long as your clients are happy, it doesn't matter what other people think about your grooming, because ultimately, as long as your clients are happy because they are the ones that are paying you, then it doesn't matter what other groomers think. Or what other non-groomers think. As long as my clients are happy, which if I keep coming back, then obviously that means they are happy, then, you know, the way I'm grooming, whether you agree with it or not, you know, my style is, I mean, that's all that matters, is that my clients are happy with the dog's groom. And the last time I did this, it was a first time groom for me, but they obviously loved it because I did have to cancel their next appointment, and now I'm back 10 days later, and so they waited for me to come groom their dog. So they obviously liked the way I groomed their dog last time. And the reason I'm using thinning shears is it just blends. It's not making very straight, obvious lines. It just blends. And I know these feet are up higher than they're supposed to be, but it's for her. It's for the health of the dog. I can't remember if I shaved her feet or not last time, but nope, it's okay. I remember these ears last time were kind of wonky, so I'm probably gonna leave them and then trim them next time, because they're not matted or anything. If I remember correctly, they didn't want this necessarily like a top knot, but we still have to trim that up. But I don't know, because that looks like it was a top knot. I think it was. I don't know. This is where it really helps if the dog is standing up. So, these are just thinning shears. I can get a lot closer without injuring the dog. I don't like super puffy poodle top knots, and I know that some people do, and that's okay, but unless someone requests a super duper fluffy top knot, I'm not going to do one. I like them to be clean. I want the dog to be able to see for many weeks after the groom, and not, you know, in 1 week the dog can't see. Nope. Now I'm just nitpicking. She doesn't have the best hair for a top knot, but it is what it is. So these are hemostats. They're not scissors. They're just an extension of my fingers. It allows me to get down in there better and get this ear clean. Okay, so now, I mean, she's done. She's ready. All I have to do now is get a bandana. I folded all of my bandanas last night because I was tired of having to dig for them. My large ones are in there and my small ones are in here. I really hope I did this right because I don't have my notes from last time. Huh, sweet girl. So then we're just gonna do 1 squirt, maybe 2 squirts of this Unleashed Doggy Cologne. It's the best smelling one I have found. And there she is. She's all done. No, she's not, because there's a little bit of spot right here. This is what we call nitpicking, and the owner's not going to notice, you know, that little spot, but I see it, so I want it fixed. Okay, so, and that's it. The only other thing that I do is I get her leash and collar, and I put it on her, and that is that. And she's ready to go. So I am gonna check in here where that was, because sometimes we miss some things. There's, yep, there's a little bit right there. We're gonna cut. And we just trim it. And that's just because I couldn't get in there and get it when that was on her. But we don't want it to be sticking out. So there she is. Say, I'm ready to go. I'm all ready to go. Sweet girl. Fortunately, I did remember right, and that is exactly what they wanted. She was asking about the discoloration, and I just said most of the time it is caused by minerals and the saliva, and a lot of people have had success with just giving their dog distilled water instead of tap water. So I'm just gonna vacuum real quick. It's the same system that the clipper uses. We went to my parents' house and we had left some clothes there. So that's what this is from. It must have fallen out. Okay, so now that this hair is cleaned, the next step is going to be disinfecting everything. And yes, I am doing this in my client's driveway. So I am just going to disconnect that, put that back on. We're gonna put this back in here. And turn this off. Put the shelf back underneath. And then all that water, I drain that, and I'm gonna rinse this down. And that's just gonna get any grime, dead skin cells, any of that off, so we can actually disinfect. So all that just gets rinsed down. Rinse all that down, lift this up, rinse this down. It really does help to have this on a steep driveway to get all this clean. So this is like never 100% clean because it's just a revolving, you know, thing. Get all the hair out of this and rinse down all of that nasty water that's just kind of sitting under there. Get all that hair out. I'm going to turn that off. I'm going to put this back down in here. I'm going to put this back down in here. And I'm gonna fill this up with 2 gallons of water, and I'm gonna take this disinfectant. This is animal safe disinfectant. It is the chlorhexidine solution, and I'm gonna put a good amount, and I do this in between every single groom, even if I don't show it on camera, because everything is not always shown on camera, because that would just take forever, and it just slows me down when I have to record everything. So this is why I show it occasionally. And what this is going to do is it's going to disinfect the bathing system, the tub, everything. And I'm also going to, probably should use a dark colored towel, because I want that full. And then I am going to run this bathing system. And it's going to mix all that solution together. And then it's just going to disinfect all of this. This has a 2-day residual, which means it continues to work for up to 2 days after I have used it. So it's not only disinfecting the tub, it's disinfecting the loops, the bathing system, everything. The drain, I mean, just everything. And then I use it, and I'm gonna get this soaking saturated wet, and I'm gonna use this to wipe down everything. So I'm just gonna take this, because why get more cleaner when I can just use the cleaner I've already used? Just gonna squeeze all this out. And I know this was already cleaned, but it does need a wipe sometimes because it does get grimy and then the stuff doesn't come off. So I'm gonna go top to bottom is essentially what I'm doing, because the floor is always gonna be the nastiest. If I wipe this off, wipe this off. The one thing I'm not going to show cleaning is my scissors and my blades, because I have to run by my storage unit to get some more clipper side. But I always disinfect this table. I really wish they had a different color option for this. I'm even considering like taking it off and painting it, because, or getting a mat or something to put down, because it just does not, it's not as enjoyable in the videos. So I just take this, it's what I call foot mopping, and I just literally mop the floor with the towel and my feet, and it's got disinfectant on it, so it's disinfecting, getting all that mud and stuff up. They just had a sprinkler system put in, so there's a bunch of mud. And that's all I'm going to do for this. There are other things that I will do when I get home, such as wipe down all the mirrors and wipe down the walls with Windex, because that's what's recommended to clean with, Windex. And then other things are disinfecting my blades, my brushes, all of that, but I use Clipper Side and I don't have any in here. So I have to go run to my storage unit and get some, and then I'll do all that. But hopefully you guys are subscribed and you'll check out my personal video that's linked down below, and I will see you next time.